Hello there guys! Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite topics, how to make your bike faster. I bought with me the BMW S1000RR, a 2017 year model that I've raced for the last couple of years, and I've changed it from top to bottom. I'm going to share with you those changes because for my bike it worked very well, and I've reached an amount of 193 horsepower at the rear wheel, and also I've managed to beat up some races. The first thing that I wanted to remove from this bike when I bought it was the exhaust, because it weighs around 12 kilograms, it's Euro 4, so it's heavy and it's cutting off power. You can see it with a bare eye that this one is very heavy, 4 kilograms alone. Combining it with the line, with the entire line and everything that the bike has on, it reaches around 10 to 12 kilograms compared to 4 kilograms that I have right now on the bike. It's a titanium line. I bought it from the internet. It's a Leovin system and it makes a nice sound, and also it allows the engine to breathe. It allows the engine to exhaust the gases a lot faster, and it provides a lot more power. So let me show you the difference because it's very important. I just removed the muffler, the racing one. It's a fully carbon system. It's a bit wear off because I've used it mainly on track. I have here a scale. I wanted to check the difference because I was very eager to find out how many kilograms did I remove from my bike. Oh my god, so this is 4.5 kilos over here. Let's check out the race muffler, which should be, oh, there's a huge difference, 1.2 kilograms only by removing the muffler. So this is also a safe way to make your bike sound a bit louder for the street use, and also help the bike with some engine power for the street. But I don't recommend you to use this kind of exhaust systems on street because they are not legal and you might get in trouble. So this is a race bike only, and I wanted to have as much power as I could. It's not very hard to remove it. You can do it in your garage, you can do it back home. You only need the special tools to remove the springs, and also you get off the whole line, the entire line from BMW. And I've switched to this one, which is very easy to connect. Everything goes like Lego. So it took me around 2 hours to fit it on the bike, but the expectations were paid off when I first started the engine, and afterwards when I went to the dyno and checked out the power output, because as I said before, right now 193 HP on the rear wheel. Let me show you how my exhaust sounds, because I know for sure that everybody wants to hear loud exhaust. And what do you think about this one? Second on my list was the air filter, because you need to get some more air into the system in order for the engine not to run too lean to reach. But for the air filter, I went for a sport air filter, which I have it over here. It's a K&N system. It's very cheap. I think it's around $100, but it does a very good job. It's washable. You can remove it after every race, after every track day, or you can remove it after a couple of miles after riding on street. It's very, very important to clean it very well. Use the special solutions provided by the dealer or provided by the manufacturer of the air filter. You also have to oil it very well, both ends, in order for the air filter to do a good job and perform. The stock air filter, it's actually 4 times more dense than this one, so it's not allowing that much air to go inside the engine. But here's where the problem kicks in, because if you change the exhaust system and the air filter, you will have a small issue with the engine because it will run too lean, and you will have to get some more fuel inside it. In order to do that, you will need a fuel module, which you can buy online. The guys at Dynojet have a very good system. It's called the Power Commander. You can work with it very easy. It's very easy to set up from a laptop. You just connect it to the bike and everything goes on. It can be connected with a secondary fuel module, and it also can handle an auto-tune system that will allow you to the power output for your bike. Now that my engine runs as I want it to and is very powerful, I want to change some things on the suspensions. You already know that the latest superbikes on the market are coming with electronic suspensions front and rear, which are not the most wanted as a racer if you are going on a championship to use. So I've changed to normal one, to analogical ones, instead of this electronic suspensions that I have over here. This is the rear shock from the BMW. As you can see, it comes with the electronic dampening system. It's pretty different from the regular ones because this one, it's electronically adjusted by the computer, and it might lack some seconds, milliseconds actually, while running on track. You can feel the difference. These ones are not as fast working as the ones provided by Öhlins, which I chose for my bike. I have the Öhlins front and rear suspension, the TTX36 on the back, front cartridges provided by Öhlins, the FGK, which are very good actually. They are sports versions, entry level, but I like them a lot because they are very easy to use and they offer very good feedback while running on track. I've changed them personally. I did the job personally, which was very pleasureful, and I had to use the Öhlins oil inside. It was a bit harder to remove the stock cartridges, which are the electronics ones. You have to use some special tools also provided by Öhlins. This is not a job for you to do at home, but if you go at a shop, they will know how to do it. Let's talk about the price a bit because it's very important. I think the front and internals cost me around $2,500, and for the rear I paid around 1,800 euros. As a pack, close to 4,000 euros, combined with the tools that I need and also the oil that Öhlins provided me for the front end. So this is not a very cheap mode to do, around 4,000 euros, but you will feel the difference as soon as you get on track. After the first kilometers, you will feel a very huge difference because these ones will give you a lot more confidence and will allow you to ride a lot faster. Now that I've got the right amount of power for track use, I've got the suspensions, I will also need the power to stop, and for that I made some changes over here. I went for the HP wheels that come with different discs. These are also Brembo, but they offer a different feel and they have a kind of more bite because I've also used different brake pads on this bike. I've used only fully race brake pads on my bike, and they make a lot of difference while riding very fast. After coming after a straight 300 kilometers an hour, you have to stop to around 100 kilometers for the next left or right turn. You will need to squeeze the brakes very hard, but with this calipers and these discs, I didn't have any emotion, not even once, because they have a lot of bite, mostly because of the discs and because of the brake pads that I've changed, and they offer a lot of feeling while riding on track. I've also changed the brake fluid because I don't want my brakes to fade after 4 or 5 laps on track. This is a very important thing. Usually these brake pads are very nasty when you get on track. They have to heat up a lot, so keep that in mind. If you want to go for the race pads, you will lack the control of the front brake and the bite for 1 or 2 laps until they gain up some heat. Afterwards they work like magic. As I said before, I also went for the forged wheels from BMW. This is a very lucky option that I had because these ones are lighter than the usual ones and they offer a lot of inertia. It will help you while riding on track. The bike will flick more easy from a leg to another, and you will cut off some weight from the overall figure of the bike. It's a nice feeling just to look at them, but they feel very lightweight when you hold them in your hand compared to a regular wheel. This is very important for inertia on track, and also I've read something online. People are saying that these ones will crack a lot faster than the normal one. The forged ones are supposed to be softer and they can bend after hitting a bump and stuff like that. I didn't have any issues actually. I'm very happy with that because they have 3 years of usage on track and they still look and run perfect. The price for a set of wheels like this ones It's around $3,500. They come with discs and everything that you need just to fit them on the bike. They make a huge difference, so the price is very well worth it. Also, for the brake pads, you will pay around, let's say, $200 for both discs on the front, but the difference is huge and you also need to consider this one. And close to the final, my last change is the gearing, the final drive that I needed to change in order to get the power output as I wanted to for the track I was riding on. So for this change, I needed to replace the chain and sprockets. So I went from 530 to a 520 chain, which can be used with a lot of different types of sprockets, which is very important because you can combine different arrangements, different measurements, and you can shorten up the bike, you can lengthen up the bike, and you will also get to finish your 6th gear on the straight. This is not the only difference, it also comes with a weight cutoff, because this is an aluminum sprocket over here, which, let's see how much it weighs compared to the one that the BMW had before. So this one should be, this one weighs 327 grams. Let's check out how much it weighs, a usual one. And this one weighs around 700. It's double the weight of the aluminum sprocket. So this is very important because we'll cut off the inertia from the rear wheel, and unfortunately it will wear off a lot easier than the one made out of steel. But you will be able to play with them, you will be able to make changes over there, you will be able to make your bike feel as you need on track. And this is very important if you want to cut off seconds and you want to be the fastest. If you choose to follow my steps and change your bike with this kind of parts that I've used on mine, it will cost you close to 12,000 euros or $13,000, because overall this is what I've paid for the fairings and all the modifications that I've shown you in this video. But the price is worth it because the bike is a lot more predictable right now. It feels lighter, it feels more nimble and more agile, and this is what you need from a track bike. And also, if you are a street addicted rider and you want to ride very fast on the street, this changes will help you a lot. But try to keep in mind not to go for the full racing exhaust on street. This is very important, you will get in trouble. If you liked our video and if you liked the changes that I've made on my bike, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more videos like this one. I'll cut it off before my cameraman dies.